it. Got it. Oh, that's a big one. Oh my God, don't do that. Freaking meat fest. Another one. Oh, what do you think, guys? Is she bigger?
And I think I told you that last time.
I'm sorry, I thought you... What is up, MFers? As you guys saw from the title of this video, it is tournament time. Fishing a little local tournament, different lake this time. I have fished tournament here before, and it's the same format. This is a big fish only tournament, so single biggest bass. Actually, the top two places, they're paying out tonight. I got a lot of big baits tied on, some big fish baits anyways. I've been crushing them on the big worms lately. So I got a couple big worms tied on, crankbait, big swim baits, stuff like that, big spoon. But like I was telling Rylan, I was talking to him today about this tournament. I don't actually like the big fish tournament format. You guys know I love targeting the biggest fish in the lake, but the reason I don't like it is I gotta catch, I don't know, a handful of fish generally to make a video for you guys. And when I'm targeting one, it's either kind of like all or nothing. Now generally I do catch some little measly 5-6 pounders along the way and even smaller, but big fish is probably going to take 8, 9, 10 pounder maybe even tonight, because I've heard this lake's fishing really well. I'm excited for it. Should be a good time tonight. Looks like a good turnout. It is hot August summer fishing, and so we're likely going to be fishing offshore, which I love. And then there's also a bunch of grass in this lake, so we might do some scanning around, see if we can find some bluegill beds. This is one of the few lakes in Texas that I have caught some giant bass at since I moved down here, so decided to hop in, and I'm gonna kind of take you guys along the way. If you want to see more tournament videos, do me a favor, guys, hit the subscribe button. And when I see a bunch of new subscribers, that lets me know that you guys want to see more of these tournament derb vids, and I love fishing them, so let's get after them. A little crusty there. Oh, I also didn't really tell you the format time-wise, but it is 5:30 until 9 p.m. So we got a decent amount of time to go out and catch them, especially since we only got to find one. Once again, it is a shotgun blast off, and something I got a lot of comments on last time was not wearing this guy at the shotgun blast off because the tournaments didn't require it. You guys are probably right. I do feel like I set an example for a lot of people that probably do really need to wear a life jacket, whether it's super necessary or not at these little lakes, especially in a shotgun blast off. So tonight I am going to wear this guy while we run around. So I do apologize for those that I offended and really hurt by not wearing a life jacket. You guys are probably right. I do need to set a better example than that, so I'm going to do that moving forward. Okay, first spot. I beat these guys, but apparently we're kind of teaming up on the spot. Kind of interesting, but hey, here's what it is, right? There actually is some big fish here. Deep well point, it's like 25 feet. I'm gonna start with the Magnum spoon, probably mix in the old hair jig, shaky worm, stuff like that. Let's see what lives here, guys. There we go, that's a big one. Oh, we pulled off. How big he is, but he does got it. He's not a giant, but it's a fish. I don't know how big this one is, maybe. I don't know if you guys saw that, but just hooked up with the shaky worm on the first cast, so I might have to throw it a little bit more. I don't think it's a big enough fish to do much for me, but it is a fish. Little guy, but who knows, might be tough. Probably not, but maybe. Freaking got it deep, of course. And then, of course, if you catch a fish and you're not casting, that gives Timmy the right to come and cast right into 5 feet from your boat. That's how that works, right? 4.5 pounder. I'll throw some water in the live well. It's in there too. It's probably all melted. Oh, that's nice. Timmy hooked up right where I cast it, of course. One I just caught might have been enough to get it fired up out here. Man, these fish are tough right now. Mostly because they're sitting under these guys' boats. It sucks, I can't set up on them like I want to. But I'm not gonna be a dick to these guys. We're not fishing for big money or anything. It just kind of sucks because these fish aren't able to set up. They're all spooked right now. It's making it really tough for both of us. Well guys, there they are. Looking over a little bit. They're big and they don't want to bite. And these guys are gonna sit here all night. Probably win the thing, but I'm starting to think that maybe we need to do something else. Good luck, gentlemen. Oh, well, honestly, that was kind of frustrating. I think the way that both our boats were set up like that on that point, the fish just couldn't get set up. They were moving around, and after a few minutes, they got super beat on, nervous, obviously pressured. I'm so frustrated I lost that big one. It was probably a 7 to 8 pounder. I know you guys say, oh, you'll lose a big one, whatever, but I saw it on scope. Actually, I ripped my spoon up and I thought it chased it up, but it actually had it in its mouth. And I set the hook too late and it just didn't get a good hook in him. Then he was gone, but off to another spot. Looks like there is some fish on side scans, so let's see what we can do here. Spot number 2, I saw 2 boats started here actually, so we're gonna have to kind of ease around here, be quiet. Wow, there's actually a couple fish here that I came in way too hot on. What do you know? Are you bass? I hope so. You are giant. And I just completely wrecked this spot. He's on it. Yep. Oh, that's a big one. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, that's a tank. That could win it for us. Take your time, Ben. Oh my God, don't do that. Come on, fish. Yes. Oh, look at that one. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yes. Look at that. Freaking meat fest. I like that. Like I said, I don't care if we're fishing for 30 bucks or 30 grand. I want them all. It's about damn time. Make sure we take care of these fish, but look at that upgrade. Hell yeah, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Put him in. 7 something, I don't know what it is, but 7 something. Put this beautiful, probably 4.5 pounder back. Whew. Yes, let's try to get one bigger now. Oh, that was fun. I need to extend the old net. Oh, that got me excited, even though it wasn't a, like I said, not a huge tournament, but it's frustrating when you pull up to your first spot, another boat comes in, you guys both find the same fish, whatever, and they're there and they just won't bite because there's too much pressure. They can feel that, you know. The fish barely just nipped it. I got lucky. I let that fish really take it, but line through, 7.7 heavy Milliken MF rod. This is my deal for throwing this line through. It's my favorite rod for the line through and my favorite rod for the Magnum spoon. Daiwa 6-3-1 reel with 20-pound fluorocarbon. That is a Brazex, 20-pound of Brazex. I'll link all that down below, but we're doing something now. I've had this on recirc, but I'm just gonna send some new water in there the rest of the night. Let it overflow because water is, well, it's 87 degrees. It's not a million, but we got a good fish in there. We want to make sure that she stays alive. Oh yes, I feel good. This is clearly a bite window. I mean, that's not rocket science, but there's so many times when these fish will follow a bait for 10, 15 feet, or they won't follow it at all, or they'll get right behind it and there's just no activity. And so right now when they're actually following it hot, I'm getting really, I mean, obviously 2 of them bit. These aren't like 2-pounders. We're talking some of the biggest caliber fish in the lake, the 7 to 11, 12-pound fish. They're smart fish. They don't want to bite. They know when shit's fake. Star's got a line a lot of times. I know you guys think that you just cast your cricket out there in Texas and a 10-pounder automatically eats it, but man, I wish it was that easy. A lot of things got a line a lot of times to get the biggest fish to bite. Obviously this is a big fish tournament, trying to do that and really get them while it's good. Right now this bite window has clearly opened and it could close. It could already be closed after 1 bite, especially on this spot. Another one. Oh, that's a big old head shaker too. It's a big old head shaker too. Found another group of 2 right there. Oh, she might be the size of the last one. I don't really know. Take my time with her. Oh my God, she does not want to give up. That's a mean big fish. Got my extendo net now at least. I'm gonna give her some time. Man, that's a hot fish. Woo! Unfortunately, I think she's too long to be as big as the other one. That's a big one though. Another real solid fish. What do you think, guys? Is she bigger? Let's see how this girl's doing and see if she's bigger. I think this one we already got in the live was bigger. I think she's just thicker all around. Yeah, I think she's bigger. I might keep both of those actually, because you can weigh in too. I don't know what I was thinking before, just in case, you know, I talked about this last time, but just in case someone doesn't weigh 1 in bigger, they're paying 2 places so you can get 1st and 2nd. Oh, I want to keep fishing more than anything, but I'm gonna be a smart, seasoned angler and retie my knot. Maybe even take some line off in case there was any part of the line that's frayed in any manner. Can't believe the 2 boats that were here aren't still here. That's the problem I've been having in these local tournaments. There's nothing wrong with it, but I've just been having bad luck with starting spots and other people fishing spots and stuff, where a lot of these guys fish the same tournament. Like most of these guys fish this tournament every single week on this lake all year, have been doing it for years. Fine, that's great. It's their hobby. I mean, it's bowling league, it's golf, except way better and cooler because it's fishing. But they literally go to the same spot every night, like either all year or all summer, and they just sit there the whole tournament and wait for a big one to come around. And you guys that watch me and watch my content, you know that's not how I fish. I blast around looking for them. There is occasions when I'll fish an isolated hard spot, point, brush pile, but generally I'm looking. So when I start somewhere and there's a boat there, not only do I like to not start and fish around people, but it's hard for me to get around and fish them effectively because I can't cast in someone's boat. Not that those guys did anything too wrong there, but say we're doing well. What time is it? God dang, I'm all cracked out. 6:55. Oh, well, we got 2 hours and 5 minutes. Let's keep going. The funny thing is, it's taken an 8-pounder, I guess, to win these the last like 3 weeks. So like, I'm literally don't even got a fish right now that can win. I'm on them, they're biting, that's great, but we got to do some damn work. We need a freaking bigger one. Craziness. Bite window closed. About to make a move, I think. You know, being smart. Moving where you catch the sea giants at, but I think they're a little bit wise to me right now. And like I said, I mean, we need bigger ones. It's freaking crazy to even think about. Well, it is 7:26. We got an hour and a half left to fish, which is a solid amount of time, and we're leaving that spot. We could easily lose, like I was saying. It's a reason that I'm not huge on the big fish tournaments, because you could catch a 40-pound bag here and lose to somebody that catches the 10-pounder. But that's the format everyone has to play by. I mean, I'd be happy with it if I caught 1 fish all night and it was the 10-pounder and someone else caught the 40-pound limit. Anyways, we're gonna go hit some more isolated cover, see if we can find a giant one. So far, I'm happy with how it's going. but I really don't even think we have the winning fish in the live well right now, so let's keep looking. All right, that's it. That's the night. Hopefully we can weigh them in pretty quick because both my fish are not doing the best and one of them is really not, the smaller one, luckily, but I'm gonna get them weighed in and get them released. Both of my fish are alive and kicking. I like that. Thank God. Really super happy with the Camus live wells. I mean, between the batteries and the live well, no issues. Don't got to worry about them running out with the lithiums and the running gun system. But this water's so damn hot that can't really help that.
Wait, what? 562. Bring them on.
What's leading it? 5 something?
That one?
Oh!
Yeah.
That's a small one.
Is this small one?
672. Just you writing these down?
Thank you. Give me the back. Wow.
783.
Yeah, it is.
783.
You want a picture?
Sure, that'd be great. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
This is the big ones.
What was second?
562.
I got a 674. Can you get first
You
and
only
second?
win one.
Oh, I thought you could get first. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the winner. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And I think I told you that last time.
I'm sorry, I thought you could bring 2 in. Otherwise,
Yeah, that's okay. I
got
think
you.
I even told you that last time. I checked with some of these people been doing it forever, and the guy that set it up, he's now it's 1 per inch.
I got you. Well, that was pretty cool. Turned out decent. Ended up winning and got second also, but they changed the rules to where you can only bring in 1 fish and you can't win 2 places. You can only win 1 place, which last time I fished, you could bring in 2 is what the director told me. So I've kind of felt like a douche bringing in a couple big fish, but it was a good night. Had to make it through some trials and tribulations with not having the starting spot to myself. Talked to those guys and the bite just never got that good there. So I'm glad that I moved and I freaking got on them with that line through. I couldn't believe it. The fish were up a little shallower than I expected. They weren't relating to any drop off or anything. They were just blasting around on flats in groups of 2, sometimes 3. Bigger groups wouldn't eat for whatever reason tonight, but whatever. Had fun, won, it was awesome. If you guys want to see more tournament videos, definitely hit the subscribe button because I got a couple in the near future coming up and I'll have to come back to this one. Good time. Anyways, thanks for watching some efforts. I'm out of here. Peace.